Guys, what's going on? My name is Louis, and God bless to every single one of you. Today is March 9, 2026, and welcome to the Grand Supreme News Channel. Guys, we have an urgent breaking news coming out. Toxic cloud of black rain over Persia capital will allegedly move northeast towards Central Asia on its way to Western China. Ooh. Toxic cloud. Now, you guys already know the sleeping giant, the US, and the Holy Land dropped the hammer on Persia oil facility. I mean, the entire sky was red. I mean, it looked like end time apocalypse. And then this morning, the people in Persia woke up to black rain. The sun is black rain. Cars is like all like black rain, oil and stuff. I mean, it's just end time. Black rain reportedly fell over parts of Persia after massive strike on the facility. It's like the apocalypse. And now that cloud is heading to the Red Dragon. This could be an act of war. The Red Dragon is not going to be pleased about this. They're not going to be pleased about this toxic cloud that is going to literally impact their country. You see that? Ooh. Alright, so before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, we do have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the comments box and also description box. Once again, thank you so much for your support. Guys, I was going to go live and I was going to talk about this because this is a very important news. All right, there's going to be a big, massive black cloud, black rain and all that heading towards multiple countries, which these countries, it's not going to be happy with the sleeping giant. I was going to go live, but this happened. That is my phone. That is my iPhone right there, all smashed into pieces. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, give me a second here. I'll totally apologize, guys. So, you see that? All smashed. I was working, and I went to pump my, put gas in my car. I left the phone on top of my vehicle. I drove off and I'm like, where's my phone? and I got, my wife is like, hold on, I got the Light 360. And she's like, it's back at the gas station. So we went to the gas station and then it said that it was on a highway, near the highway. So I found it and smashed. Car ran over it. And that phone is gone. So I had a lot of stuff in there, and it just, I have to get another phone. But that's, again, to all the moderators out there, again, email me with, again, with your number and stuff like that. I know I have a bunch of moderators that, I stay in contact with. But, yeah, I lost all the information. That phone is gone. And, yeah, that was very depressing. All right, so once again, guys, let's see what's going on with the news. Again, black clouds. That doesn't look good. And they say that people need to stay inside. Shut the windows. I mean, it just, what the sleeping giant and the Holy Land is doing, it's a whole different ball game. At the same time, we got this news coming out. There's some events happening at airports across country as TSA screenings are backed up for hours. And Homeland Security, well, they pointing the finger at the blue. Now remember, guys, the blue they're not passing this bill to fund the DHS, and so now we got all this stuff going on. It's a big mess going on in 2026, with all these biblical wars, with all this stuff going on. It's just a big mess. Breaking news: in Germany, police are reporting possible damage at home. Wow. So there was a damage at home. A piece of the meteor hit something. It hit a house. And we are definitely seeing the signs of the heavens. We've seen the planets aligning. We have witnessed the blood moon, and now we got meteors going on. One of them broke into pieces and managed to slam a house. One thing I tell you, the person might have lost the house, but that piece of rock could possibly, be worth something. All right, so we are definitely seeing signs of the heavens. All right, so we got some breaking news, more breaking news. Vladimir is calling for an immediate halt to the Persian war. So Vladimir is saying, hey, you need to stop. Donald possibly telling him, dude, you need to stop. You got your own war you got to end. You gonna tell me to end this one? You can't even end yours. Vladimir has called for an immediate halt to the ongoing conflict involving Persia as tension continued to escalate across the Mideast. According to a recent Reuters report, Vladimir urged an end to hostility during a phone call conversation with Persian president. Now, the Kremlin said Vladimir reaffirmed the bare principle stance in favor of an immediate cessation of hostilities and called for diplomacy rather than military escalation. Now, during the call, Vladimir reportedly expressed condolences to Persia following heavy casualties tied to the recent strikes, according to the Kremlin. Now, the bear leader convened sympathy over the passing of several Persian figures and civilians amid what he described as armed Holy Land sleeping giant aggression against Iran. Now, the comments came as the conflict has widened in scope, drawing global attention and prompting international concern over the potential for a broader regional biblical war. Now, it says here the bear also emphasized, the Kremlin also emphasized the bear opposition to resolving Mideast dispute through military force. In a statement, the Gov said Vladimir supports the rejection of force as a method of resolving issues related to Persia and the wider region. Instead, Moscow is urging all parties involved to return to negotiations and diplomacy in order to de-escalate the situation. Now, it says here Vladimir has also been in contact with leaders across the region as part of ongoing diplomatic efforts. Officials said he has maintained communication with leaders of the Gulf Cooperation Council while monitoring developments closely. Discussions reportedly focus on stabilizing the region and preventing the conflict from spreading further beyond Persia. Now, the latest remarks highlight growing international pressure for a cease plan as the Persian conflict continued to raise fears of wider instability across the Mideast. All right, so Vladimir is urging nations. Vladimir is urging, take it easy. Come to the round table or something. But again, Vladimir is also doing some crazy stuff out there in Ukraine. He's dropping the hammer on them too. So, what's happening in the world is we need God. Period. We need the Father, the kingdom of heaven, Jesus Christ. So we're gonna go with this next one here, and I got some pictures I want to show you about a lot of vehicles, just oil and stuff like that. It's just raining black. So Great Britain has only 2 days of gas stored, while Persia warning to disrupt supplies. Now, for those of you that missed my video, the price of the barrel is at $112. That is a lot of dinero, a lot of money. And by the end of this month, it could hit $150 per barrel. In other words, fill up your gas tank, stock up, because man, things are going to hit the fan. It's going to be a really hot summer. Really hot summer. Great Britain has only 2 days of fossil gas stored after a decline in energy reserves as more tankers carrying liquefied natural gas are diverted from their course to Europe towards Asia because of the biblical war. Great Britain has 6,999 gigawatt hours of fossil gas stored on Saturday, according to figures from National Gas, which owns and operates the gas national transmission system. This compares with 9,105 GWH a year earlier. Maximum capacity is 12 days of gas, and current storage levels equate to under 2 days of reserve, leading to concerns that Great Britain could run out of gas if the crisis in the Mideast escalate further. An oil tanker, oil prices could breach $100 a barrel within days. Well, it's already $100. Actually, hold on. Oil tanker. Okay, so this is a whole different one. Oil prices could breach $100 a barrel within days amid supply disruption from Persia war. Now, however, even when storage stocks are low, Great Britain continued to receive large volumes of gas from other sources, National Gas said. Now, a National Gas spokesperson said Britain's gas storage levels are broadly in line with what we would expect at this point in the year and are comparable to this time last year. It is important to remember that the storage makes up only a small part of Britain's diverse gas supply mix. Most of our gas comes from the UK, continental shelf, and Norway, completed by LNG interconnectors with continental Europe and storage. All right, so that's a very important news there. Great Britain has only 2 days of gas stored, while Persia war threatened to disrupt supplies. Man, so many things are happening. So many things are happening. Give me a second here, guys. I want to show you. What's the picture at? Where is the picture? Here we go. Let me show you some of these pictures here. Man. It's raining black in Persia. Wow. You see the streets? Even the street. You could tell. You could see the streets and all that. Wow. Ugh. That is just brutal. Yeah, you see the sidewalk, you see all that? Man, that's brutal, man. Oh man, I feel so bad for them. I feel so bad for them. I mean, no one deserves this. No one deserves it. Give me a second here, guys. Yeah, so no one deserves this. It's raining oil in Persia this morning after a powerful strike on facilities in the south and west of the Persian capital. Man. mean, like I say, guys, I mean, it's... That's daytime. Supposed to be... The sun's supposed to be here. I mean, look at that thing, man. Man. And now all this, well, it's heading towards the Red Dragon. Man, the Red Dragon is not going to be pleased. Toxic cloud of black rain over Persia will allegedly move northeast towards Central Asia on its way to western the Red Dragon. The Red Dragon is going to see some black clouds, and they're not going to be happy. Donald, what are you doing? You be alright. Just little tiny black clouds. But yeah, it's very disturbing. Very, very disturbing. Give me a second here, guys. Okay, so we do have some more breaking news. And I talked about this earlier today. But there was another device that was found in NY. And there was a evacuation going on in Manhattan. And yeah, this is like the third one. Sleepers. Both, I'm gonna skip that name, NYC device suspect had parents migrant to the sleeping giant from the mid-E and became neutralized citizens. Alright, so that's all I gotta say. Who's to blame? Who is to blame? Who is to blame? Well, I remember this guy named Joe. He bought a whole bunch of them by plane. Air quality is bad. The air quality is bad. Man, look at this here, guys. Sincerely, the Sleeping Giant and Holy Land. Whew, man, that's brutal. I'm sorry, guys. I'm looking for more information here. But ever since this biblical war been going around, I mean, there's been a lot of fake stuff. I mean, we talking about a lot of fake stuff, pictures and videos. So you got to be very careful, guys. There's been a lot of those baloney stuff. Persia Parliament Speaker with a direct warning. If the biblical war continue in this way, there will be no path left for selling oil or producing it. The Dawn said oil prices wouldn't rise much. They just hit $115. Persia oil depots are burning. The Strait is closed. Kuwait, you know what, is cutting production. Qatar gas facility impacted. Persia is warning to take the entire global supply down with it. And boy, oh boy, it seems like it's working. Let's see what's going on with these airports. I know Kansas City, we're down. I mean, there's multiple airports going on that's not looking good. You got this story here. Airport down. Once again, chaos at the airports across country as TSA screenings are backed up for hours. And a Homeland Security, well, they pointing the finger at the blue. It's the blue fault. It is the blue fault. They don't want to fund us. Give me a second here, guys. There's going to be some crazy advertisements here, so give me a second. There we go. Airports across the sleeping giant were thrown into travel turmoil on Sunday as security lines ballooned for hours, stranding passengers, triggering missed departure, and igniting a fresh political firestorm over federal funding. Travelers reported waits stretching as long as 4 hours at major hubs including Atlanta, Charlotte, New Orleans, and Houston as staffing shortages hit security checkpoints operated by the Transportation Security Administration. Officials tied the disruption to the potential shutdown of DHS security. The Blue refused to include DHS in a recent spending bill due in part to alleged mismanagement by recently ousted Secretary Christie. Well, you could thank the Blue for that, and guess what? People are still going to go for the Blue. The people are still going to go for the Blue. Even though they were stranded at the airport, they're still going to go for the Blue. The partial shutdown entered its third week since funding lapsed on February 14, 2026, and has left about 50,000 TSA screeners working without pay, spiking absences and creating massive lines at airport nationwide. The partisan standoff pits House Republicans who passed clean DHS funding bills against the Blue, demanding ICE reforms and separate funding for TSA. The delays have only become worse during peak travel periods, particularly with spring break travel ramping up, with long queries snagging through terminals and into parking lots. In a sharply worded statement posted to X, the DHS security official account blamed the impasse squarely on the Blue in Congress. The sleeping giant citizens across the country are now feeling the fallout from the Blue shutdown of DHS, the department wrote. You think the Blue care? They don't care. They got their own private jets. They don't need all that type of stuff. They got security. They're set for life. They're set for life. Sleeping giant citizens across the country are now feeling the fallout. Today, travelers are facing TSA lineup to nearly 3 hours long at some major airport, causing missed flights and massive delays during peak travel. This event is a direct result of the Blue and their refusal to fund DHS. Their stunt is forcing patriotic TSA officers to work without pay, leading to financial hardship, absences, and crippling staffing shortages. Enough is enough. Stop holding national security and everyday sleeping giant citizens hostage. The Blue must fund DHS now. They won't. They won't. 3 hours long lines. 3 hours long line. So what are your thoughts on that? So multiple airports nationwide has been seeing that. And it's just the tip of the iceberg. Give me a second here, guys. I'm looking for more information here, but Japan stock index crashes over 4,000 points. That's 7.2% among its largest decline ever recorded. That's not good. By the way, Persia just got its new leader. It's the supreme leader, oldest son. He is the one in charge now. All right, so Guys, I want to take you back to this here, but man, it just... Mm, 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 mm. So Fox News is the one that put out this information here. Police recover third device. Ongoing Manhattan IED investigation after two cuffed. Man. Wow. Once again, Fox News put out that information. Come on, New Yorkers. You guys are just... Come on, man. Oh, New Yorkers, man. What's going on up there? What are you guys doing? Don't forget what happened in September, man. Don't forget. Don't forget. You still got some stuff going down right now in Persia capital. So there's still some stuff happening, guys. Give me a second here. Fox is putting out some more news. The Apple individuals is the son of Turkish immigrant whose parents became neutralized Sleeping Giant citizens in 2017. Wow. Donald to Times of Holy Land, the Time news article. It'll be a mutual decision with Benjamin regarding when Persia war ends. The thing is, what's very concerning is when Donald leaves, when he's done with his term, oh my goodness, things are going to be a whole different ball game. It's going to be a whole different game. We got some more breaking news here, guys. Red flag warnings today across New Mexico and parts of Colorado and Texas. I guess that's because of the storm. Wow. Alright, guys. Let me take you to the USGS really quick here. See if there's any earthquake going on. Not much. Not much. Not much. Nah. Alright, so, yeah, it's looking... It's not much earthquake going on. But it seems like everything kind of cooled down, which is a good thing, man, because this whole week has been a whole different ball game. Oh man, something big is going on in Cuba. What's going on in Cuba? What's going on in Cuba? Massive. Ooh, there's a rise have erupted across Cuba as tensions intensify. Now you got some stuff burned in the streets and building. Crowds bang pots and chant, "We want freedom." Ooh. Wow. This is the same thing that started in Persia. Remember late December 2025 when the Persians went to the streets? They were fed up. They were fed up. The cost of living, inflation and all that. Now the Cubans is also standing up. They're saying they want freedom. Donald said that Cuba is going to be next. All right, give me 1 second here, guys. Guys, give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second. Just 1 second. Give me a second. All right, guys. I truly apologize. My son is working, so I'm just waiting for him to call. And again, like I said, I have no phone. Mine is just smashed. Just gone. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, that thing is gone. And here's the case. I think it's all shattered. Man, that was my only phone. I do have another one, but that's not connected, which is this one here. Someone sent me this as a gift. This is what I do my research when I read my article, and I do my live stream with the other phone. So yeah, I went to the gas station, left the phone on top of the car, and then I drove off, and poof, that's it, game over. And I was rushing too. I was rushing. That was the biggest mistake. I was rushing, and because again the time changed season, and I lost track of time, and I was going too fast, and I forgot my phone. Oh, got my wallet here. Okay. Whew. All right. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm just looking for more information here, but yeah. Hmm. All right. It seems like this is all of it. But yeah, we are definitely seeing some crazy stuff here, guys. Two states approved permanent standard time. Others are hoping to do the same. This season time changing or saving time, whatever they call that, daytime stuff, that needs to end. I mean, it messed everything up. I had the biggest headache ever. Everything was just so twisted, and uploading videos, I just lost all focus because I had everything set up. Everybody woke up a little late this morning. Oh man. So it happened while people were asleep. So from 1 o'clock, it skipped 2 and it went to 3 a.m. So again, we lost an hour sleep. All right. So I think this is going to be all of it, guys. Hold on, give me a second here. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Jeez. You see what's going on there? There's no birds in the sky. There is no birds in the sky. Man, I'm so shocked that we're not in WW3. Man. Alright, guys. I'm not saying anything else, so I'm just going to end it here. I want to thank every single one of you for tuning in. Thank you so much for your support, guys. And if you can, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Alright, so thank you so much. I won't be doing a live stream until I get a new phone. And yeah, so yeah, I'm trying to think if... I mean, I had pictures in there of when my dad passed away in 2020, and it's a picture that it's hard to find. So, but it just I started thinking about that too. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $5 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream. We go live once a week. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put your faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.